Salvete omnes. Nomen mihi est canicus. Thank you for joining me for another Honor Among Thieves themed build. I am back with Simon Aumar. And this was a very fun character. This is Jaden Smith's character. Is it Jaden? Justice Smith's character. And he's a lot of fun in the movie. And absolutely, definitely focused on illusion. But unfortunately, a little bit like Doric, who operates on a type of character that we just don't have in DDO. Simon is a wild mage, or uses wild magic as a sorcerer, which means there's a lot of stuff he can't control. Stuff just happens. And I mean, I guess I could have built a character that has three stacks of Colors of the Queen just for random crud to happen. But all of these really feel like first life characters. I mean, unless you want to, well, I don't want to get into too many spoilers, but I guess there might be a reason for him to be a multi-life character. That's possible. But anyway, I didn't do that. If you want to, run through 3 epic lives and get Colors of the Queen, then, by all means, do that. All right. So, we're going to focus on illusion, but let's look at the stats. Simon, unlike, the other characters, doesn't require that much in the way of tomes to get his stats to match the stat block listed in D&D Beyond, which is where you end up finding all the stat blocks, by the way. They're free, but it's still D&D Beyond. So we have an 8 strength, 14 dex, 13 con, 16 intelligence, 12 wisdom, and a 17 charisma. And then, because he's a sorcerer, I take all charisma. We're going to focus on illusion spells. He is a half-elf. I took the warlock because, I mean, what else am I going to take? None of these things really fit all that much. So, fire damage. Cool. Just straight away into greatest spell focus illusion. We're leaning hard into the illusion spells. Force of personality. Over time in the movie, he develops, better resistance. Quicken, just to have that. I think we take greater color spray, so quicken, greater color spray. Evocation, spell focus. You're not going to be able to just do illusion. So you might as well have your other spells hit. Maximize, eventually we'll have stuff that will, spell-like abilities that we'll want to use meta magics on. Epic, spell focus illusion, again leaning very heavy into the illusion. Intensify, again, because whatever, embolden to get better things. Elusive target, because this is tough. I mean, especially up in the epics levels. I mean, we're talking about such different systems. Is he an elusive target? And an argument can be made that by the end of the movie, he has some elusive targetness to him. Is it in this way? No, not at all. But sure, the wording sounds nice. Deific warding, because I don't know if you noticed, but I think I've taken deific warding on every single one of these characters because I like deific warding. Wellspring of power. I'm taking this late, but he's definitely the kind of character that later on in life, finds that level of power within and all that stuff. And then toughness, because, whatever. And then Sign of the Feywild to get the illusion DCs. +4 DCs is +4 DCs. All right, let's look at the skills, which are not... Okay, skills is not coming up, and probably didn't come up on my other streams either. So let me get skills up here, because I know how to use OBS. Hey, right there. Okay, so skills. All right, bluff. He is a thief, and among thieves, concentration because you don't want to lose your spells. Spellcraft, and then use magic device. This is definitely thematic to him. All right, so those are the skills. Now, why does that one go away, but the enhancement tree one doesn't? All right, well, let's look at enhancement trees. I guess it's a different type of window. I think this is technically on in the background all the time, whereas the other one actually is a dialog box that goes away. Okay, so Simon is an illusionist, and so we are leaning hard into Fey Dark Illusionist. I mean, it's right there, illusionist. And I don't know about Fey Dark, but he's half elf, so he's got some Fey in him. I mean, I'm taking just about everything. Most importantly, greater color spray, displacement, which is also a little thematic to him. A lot of this other stuff he doesn't necessarily exhibit. We've got the Shadow Blade just cuz. He never really uses a weapon of any kind, but I imagine that if he needed one, one would appear. And then all the way to the capstone, which is a big get everybody out of jail, which it doesn't really happen this way, but also thematically appropriate. Eldritch Knight, just to get some defense. I mean, you can see here I'm just taking improved shield, improved mage armor, and the hit points, not really anything there. And then just a little bit of fire spell power to make that. This would be stuff that you would take maybe early on, get the first 2 cores here, maybe get Burning Hands, but really this is an end of heroics kind of stuff. Extra spell points are over there. Improved dilettante, just to make that a little bit stronger and also get some more spell points. And then action boost spell power. Again, a lot of this is just take the theme and then try to make as good of a character as I can. Simon's not going to work terribly well outside of a group. I mean, he's probably going to be banging on his color spray. And so he can probably go in, color spray everything, and then just smash them down with Delayed Blast Fireball. But soloing is not really going to be his thing. Epic Destinies. For reasons, I went Magus to the Eclipse, and honestly, I probably should have gone a little higher than that, but that's fine. And then also leaned heavily into Draconic Incarnation, going all the way up into tier 5 for that, but getting all 4 cores in both. So a little bit more spread out than some of the other trees that I've done. So I mean, some of the stuff, he doesn't get dragon wings. I'm sorry, spoilers. He doesn't have dragon wings in the movie. I'm sorry. You should still see the movie. Okay, I mean, I know he doesn't have dragon wings. Maybe in the sequel. I don't know if the writers are watching this video and they get inspired to give him dragon wings, but that would be awesome. And if he does have dragon wings in the sequel, that's all me. Right? That's all me. That's just because of this right here. Spread your wings. All right. So that is good on enhancements. I didn't do anything with Reapers on these people. I mean, take the defense and then fill out the spell casting. If you get Reaper points, didn't really seem like they had Reaper mode. But again, that would be awesome if they did. All right, so let's get rid of that and get rid of that. There we go. Spells. Again, I took as much of the illusion as I could. There were a few spells listed on his stat block that I tried to get or get close to. Definitely taking Magic Missile, Color Spray early on, although obviously you're only going to cast Greater Color Spray. You're only going to need to cast Greater Color Spray after that. Color Spray works pretty well early levels. It works pretty well. I've been using it on my Bard that I've been streaming lately, and it's been fun. Shield called out in the movie a couple of times. So definitely needs to be there. Knock, he works with Thieves. You expect him to have Knock. Blur, also thematic to the movie. Dimension Door, kind of thematic to the movie, as well as Teleport. Um, Dispel Magic or Greater Still Spell Magic. Mm, I don't know. Let me know in the comments whether you think this should be here. It is at high level, but if you see the movie, let me know whether you think he should have this. Um, in the game, you should have it because it's awesome. Greater heroism, which makes sense as a support for a group of thieves. And really getting up here in the high levels, Masshold Monster, because why not? Iceberg, because sure. Meteor Swarm, because it's Meteor Swarm. Polar Ray, no save. So, you know, just get some damage. And could fit in a little bit with the Magus of the Eclipse. And I know I'm bouncing back and forth with him on the fire and cold and stuff like that. Um, he's not focused on elemental damage. He's focused on illusion. And so his elemental damage is going to be secondary. It's crowd control, instant kill with Phantasmal Killer. Where is Phantasmal Killer? I want to call that out. I know I took Phantasmal. There's Phantasmal Killer. This is an illusion instant kill. So he's going to hit out with his illusion spells, maybe his enchantment spells, crowd control, and then clean up with his elemental damage when necessary. Again, Simon, this character should play in a group most often. All right, I think that's it. I would love to see if anybody wants to play as this character. I'm not. That's not really why I'm doing it. I don't necessarily think any of these are going to be great to play characters, but it could be fun to see some characters themed around the people from the movie. So yeah, I will say gratias vobis ago. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time for Zank, which may not be tomorrow, but in the next day or two. Si waletis, ego waleo, walete.